How would you pull that off?
Is it still private? Why can't I see it? I am live.
Yo, how's it going, chat?
Yo. Yeah, I was about to start working on the code actually.
Oh, where are you now?
Yeah, I have it pulled out
Grease.
I'll believe you.
because I was just fixing my stream because I didn't know if I was streaming or not. It's a process, but yeah. Okay, let's figure this code out. Oh my goodness. Come on, Visual Studio Code. Speaking of which, I need my mouse. I can't do anything without my mouse. I do not know how 10x actually like makes his music without a mouse. I let him borrow my mouse because he was trying to make music earlier. I was like, you know what? I can't do this. I prefer a mouse pad. I'm like, bro, you need a mouse and keyboard. Please.
All that touchpad.
Why
You
does he
gotta
need
get
a
a
mouse?
feel
Not
for
even
it.
he has a mouse.
He doesn't have a
Yeah.
mouse, and I was trying to give him one of
He
mine,
has a
but
mouse
he's like,
pad.
bro, he's cooked. He's cooked. That kills his time making music. He can make music way faster. He's like Rock Lee on some training weights. Like, bro, he's actually cooked. Because I was sitting in the library studying statistics, and he was just chilling in there, while me and my study partner for that statistics, we were in there for like 6 hours. Studying is actually fun when it's with other people.
Well, 6 or 7 hours.
Shut, bro.
How many?
Calm down. Okay. Anyways, using Unity engine, that's the basic stuff. Public class. Okay, so the public stuff is like deserialized fields, from my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong, Bryce. Is the stuff that inspector stuff.
Okay, so public means everything else can see it. If, let's say, I make a player controller and I have a public variable, just search for it, is grounded.
Yeah.
And for the player animator, I can look at that only because it's public. And so I can go, is grounded, do the walking versus the jumping cycle, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a serialized field means Unity compiles the code, sets it to a variable that you set in the inspector, and then finishes compiling it.
Yeah, but that's
And so that means you can mess with it in the
field
inspector.
is what? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Serialized field is what allows you to edit it in the inspector, and it shows up on the inspector. Yeah, that. Okay. So all
The
right.
difference is serialized field is set permanently, and the public is it's whatever it is, really. Honestly, it's kind of fucking weird how Unity does it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Create.
Sometimes it's permanent, sometimes it's not.
Create. Where's create? Create. What do I do? I freaking blank out sometimes. There we go. Player. Actual player controller. I'm bad with names. Okay, let's see. Create. Okay, it's open. Just open it. Yep. Okay, public class, actual player controller, and this is where the actual code. Okay. Okay, so basically, let me understand what's happening here. The movement, tooltip, blah blah blah. What is this for? Okay, top speed registers when running, higher, faster fuel, responsive for a player. Okay, so this move speed function just is basically. So it seems like all of the code in what's it called? It's pretty self-explanatory, I guess, what it does.
Honestly, if I were you, Josh, what I would do is I would go and watch a tutorial instead of looking at the AI generated code, just because they'll tell you the why. And you can know why the things
LinkedIn
do what they
Learning,
do.
C#.
LinkedIn Learning.
Yep, go to
Oh.
LinkedIn Learning. This is
I
how I
would just
learn
go to
things.
fucking YouTube. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Honestly, YouTube sometimes works, but this is what works best for me. So, C
Fair
sharp.
enough. Not C sharp specifically. Look up
You
player controller.
player controller. If I can. Oh, let's see. Keyboard and controller, game controller input. I don't think they have what. I think they might have Unity. What's it called? Unity. Let's see this. Essential training, introduction to Unity, audio, lighting, audio, materials, user interface, audio mixer, C sharp
Gotta be.
programming from use. You know what? Let's try this.
If you're looking for one-stop
Don't mind me. I always learn through 2x speed because it's boring if not. I already know this. Working with assets, applying materials, prefabs, yeah, level building. I already know flow. I already know this stuff. It took me 1 week of doing all this in spring break, but I did collisions, adding audio, lighting, back end lighting, post process. Okay, that I still don't understand much. The baking I know, lighting a bit. Actually haven't really messed with lighting much, so this actually good. Okay, writing the code.
in this
Let's
chapter,
just
we'll
start
cover
with this.
some of the basics of the scripting language used in Unity, but it is a simple introduction to get your feet
Ow.
wet, as not a full C# programming language overview. If you plan on creating games or any project that requires lots of scripting first, follow along in this chapter and then move on to a full C# course to learn more about the language, and then finish off by going back to Unity-specific syntax and libraries available to you for scripting. Unity supports C# as its primary language, which will be familiar to you if you've ever used any C-based programming languages. So if you have a basic understanding of C or C++ languages, you should be fine working around the script we'll create soon. It supports other .NET languages, but I'd strongly recommend you stick to C#.
What's .NET languages?
That's C sharp.
Since
It's
all
just-
documentation on the Unity
okay.
side is based off this language. C# is an object-oriented language, and you can use the included Visual
Object oriented, so you code it base a specific object to make it function. Is that what that means?
Yep.
Studio IDE to write C# code. In fact,
And
when
in
creating
.NET's
scripts
case,
inside Unity,
everything is an object. Variables, variable type, stuff like everything is an object.
Gotcha.
It opens directly into Visual Studio. You can do a lot with Unity without ever needing scripting.
What's
When
the
you
worst
want to
that could
create
happen?
complex interactions, programming can be avoided.
You know
create a
what?
script inside
Open
Unity.
Notepad. Well, so I remember stuff. Muscle memory. Notepad. Where's my notepad? I usually use. Okay. This new tab. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Let's start writing stuff. Okay. So, well, we already know this, but still write stuff we know. Maybe we can learn something new. Unity C sharp. Supports .NET. C sharp object oriented. That's pretty much it. Scripts attached. Okay.
These project and then attach it to a game object in your scene. Whenever an event needs to initiate the script functions, they are called from the game object, then the script executes. So typically C# will include the following parts. The first part is
Oh, hello world! That sounds familiar.
using the syntax to indicate we're importing external libraries for code, such as using system.
I have a book titled that.
Then we use namespacing to declare a collection of class.
Oh wait, hold up. Well, this is why I like learning in video style stuff, because in class the teacher never I can't rewind what a teacher says, but online I can rewind.
The first part is using the syntax to indicate we're importing initiate the script functions, they are called from the game object, then the script executes. So typically C# will include the following parts. The first part is using the syntax to indicate we're importing external libraries for code, such as
What is the syntax? I wonder. Syntax.
Syntax is like the grammar of the language.
Oh, okay. So what does that mean? Like the functions?
So in English, let's say I have a comma in a list, right? That would be the syntax of English or the grammar of English.
Mm-hmm.
C# syntax for a list of items might be I have to surround it by curly brackets with a comma separating each item in the list.
Oh, so
And then I use
use that.
braces, and then I use square brackets with the integer inside of them to define the length of my array at runtime. Something like that.
This is stuff in assembly. Wait a minute.
Yep.
So it's the same thing. Is that for every coding language? They use the same like brackets and stuff?
Nope. That's why each coding language has its own syntax.
That's,
Although you'll be familiar with C# because it's a neighboring language of C, so it uses a lot of the same syntax.
Oh, gotcha. Brackets. I forgot what this is called. Parentheses, I guess. Parentheses. etc. Okay.
system. Then we use namespacing to declare a collection of
Name spacing. What
You
is
shouldn't have to
that?
worry about that in Unity at all.
Okay.
class. In this case, namespace hello world application. Then we declare a class, which is basically what contains the data and methods your class use. In this case, class hello world. Then you move on to declare your main methods, where you pass arguments and declare its type.
Static void. Static void. I keep on seeing this in your code and a lot of code. What does a void mean?
The void means it doesn't have a type, which can mean it either doesn't have a return type, or in some languages it means it's untyped and it figures it out at runtime. So basically, void means it's a function that doesn't return anything. It just executes code.
Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. Void just executes code, no return. Makes sense.
So in this case, we're declaring the method static void main, and we're passing strings as the type of the arguments. And then the rest of the code is basically writing a line hello world to the console. So now again, we're not
I'm
trying
so
to teach
glad I
coding
have
this chapter,
assembly
giving
and
you a taste of
coding
language
experience
using
to understand these, because I bet I wouldn't understand a
So
single
let's go
thing.
ahead and implement a script that will play our sound source only when we approach it. And then we'll implement this script for our little teacup that we have in the corner right here, or the kettle. So as we move closer to this kettle, the sound will play as opposed to play from the get-go. So let's go ahead and create the script and our assets here. But again, let's make sure we organize our folders. So we're going to create a folder that will be called script, and we'll place our script inside of this folder. So always make sure that you organize when you create new things. And inside of this folder, I'm going to right-click.
Oh, organization. That's what
Interesting.
Bryce always gets on me for.
Optimization.
Yeah, organizing all the
Yep.
folders. You said there's too much.
Oh yeah.
Create.
Yeah, that's what you're really good at. Like your comments and everything. You're so good at that.
C# script. And we're going to call this one
I
audio.
tried. It's very important if you're working on a project with multiple
Do the right thing
people
here.
and
Yeah.
over
Think about
several
it.
years.
When you create a script and you call your class a specific name, you want to make sure that your file has the exact same name. In this case, we're going to call
Yeah,
in
I
this
saw
code.
that with like coding, because if you're doing stuff in the expector, you're inputting a script and it's the wrong name, some of your functions and stuff won't work because it's tailored to that exact item or whatever.
Yep.
it audio script. This is why I'm not thinking it like this.
code.
Okay, so once you have created your script inside of the assets here in this folder,
And you really
what
have
we're gonna
two
do now, we're
options:
gonna open it
either
in Visual.
assume that people won't fuck it up, or make it so they can't fuck it up. And I always go with the assume if it's not related to the player inputting stuff.
Studio. And as you can see, you have a preview of what the script is about, but I'm going to double click on it or click on open here, and it's going to open inside of Visual Studio.
Oh yeah, did you ever hear this? In BMIS, what we're taught is that, like for coding, because we're about to get into coding stuff, is that actually I have my computer science classes next semester, but we're taught that in coding you should first think about what your code shouldn't do before even thinking about what it should do, so you could actually make sure it only does what it should do.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
let me double click to maximize my view.
Honestly, sometimes I would disagree with that. However, in
Why so?
gameplay programming, you will figure it out that you go, I want a player controller, and then you'll play test it, and you'll be like, why is it falling to the ground? It shouldn't do that. So honestly, I do agree with that way of looking at it.
Go ahead and write the script. So basically, the items that we're importing, system collection generic, and using Unity Engine is the right things that we need to import. What we're going to do now is change the name here to audio script, and then we're going to change everything inside of it. So what I'm going to do is literally delete all this.
audio script, so you literally just say it as a lot. I think that's why I like Unity, because a lot of its functions, it's kind of like it's just is what it is. Also, what does mono mean? Mono behavior? Because I kept on seeing that on the script stuff. Like if I go to Unity.
Right, so you make a class, and then you have those colons, and then you have mono behavior, right?
Well, like, what is this, like mono behavior scriptable object, and what does that mean?
So a mono behavior is an abstract class, which means you can define another class that is also a mono behavior, if that makes any sense at all. Which means that basically mono behavior is just a Unity component. Mono behavior meaning just single behavior, which is a complicated way of saying it does one thing.
Oh, well, now that makes sense. What's a script versus a scriptable object? What does that mean?
I don't really know. I don't really do scriptable objects. I try to keep it as programming as possible rather than like abstract.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me just write that then in my notes. Dang, I have it.
Yeah.
Tajay pushed. You've been having big problems fighting
Damn it,
and
Git.
wrestling with Git. But
Hey, man.
anyways, mono behavior. Oh yeah. By the way, Bryce. Did you see the pipe stuff that Tevin was talking about in that doc?
I remember reading about pipe stuff. I do not remember.
Yeah.
What it is,
Could you do that? You think that's doable by tomorrow? Because that was our deadline.
let me see if the doc is pinned.
Oh, I did not pin it.
I have to go look for it now.
Let me. Okay. Note to self: I will pin everything for the future now. It's in game ideas, but let me pin that. Pin message. There. It's pinned in game ideas.
Oh, I see it now.
Whatever here does one thing. It's actually self-explanatory. It sounds simple that it sounds. It is simpler than it sounds, as with most things.
This and start writing my script.
Oh, make pipe
first thing
go
we're going
stuff? Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, just allow, like, make coins that can be collectible. Because, Tyler, you got the sounds, right? Sound effects?
Somewhat.
Because I remember you mixing the sounds. Stuff like that. The coin, and you even had grass sounds, brother. Also, did you have music? I honestly send your music. I'm curious to hear this.
Push.
Do is declare our first variable. We're going to call audio source.
Audio source, yeah. I deal with audio source a lot with like getting what's it called? All our music producers' music into the game, implementing. So, oh shoot, I left the screen.
And we're going to declare.
Oh yeah, is this in every language that you have to semicolon?
Nope.
Public.
Really?
Clip.
Because
Yep.
from all my experience, it's always you have to do
I'm
this.
gonna call this clip.
Well, all I have
Well, you
is
don't have to
assembly.
semicolon in assembly, do you?
Yeah, you do, right, Tajay? I remember you
Well,
have to. You have to
well.
semicolon to space out code.
To space it out.
Well, not space it out to start a new thing, you know.
As far as I'm aware, you don't.
And this is the method that will start. Writing a little note here. So basically, what we're
But
doing
no,
here is
every
we're
language
going
has
to
its own
start-
grammar, and so always keep an open mind when you are learning a new language.
A lot
Not
of
that you should be doing
semicolons,
that every
lots of
like
codes.
weekend.
Some don't have it.
Yeah, because assembly definitely has semicolons. So
audio as soon as
I
we're
don't know.
entering a specific collider, which we'll add where we have our kettle. So let's go ahead and do on awake.
Assembly
And again, this is not a course
has
on
an
C Sharp, but if you
What
want to
is
understand what we're doing here
awake?
beyond and do on awake. And again,
EC definitely
Just when
doesn't
you
have
start-
semicolons.
You know what? I can just look this up on Google.
Yeah, so awake is when
Uh-huh.
the object is like gone from disabled to enabled, or when it starts.
The game starts
and then-
or whatever launches. Yeah.
And then start is only before the first update is called, when the scene is loaded.
Gotcha.
That one gets a little technical.
Okay. Awake. Funk. Awake is when game starts. Oh, look at Light doing the Master Chief. He loves the Master Chief, the Halo games. Let's see. Speaking of,
Oh,
I'm gonna ask him how he's doing on that because I think he still needs to send the drawings to make sure we actually have that in the game tomorrow. Gotta make sure.
mm,
You're almost done with the drawings and maybe animation. Because I don't know how animation for for 2D is, but I'm sure it's just like 3D where it's just keyframing, and that doesn't take that. Honestly, for me, it doesn't take that much because I know the process, right? So you can't tell me it's hard. Well, it might be hard for you, so different people. But I learned that in like an hour, so keyframing is not that hard. It's pretty basic. Well, it might be different for whatever you use, right? Blender or whatever. But I know Maya. Wait, does the school allow every student to have Maya? Don't say the name, but your school, Bryce and Tajay, do you know if your school allows Maya? Like allows a
Maya.
student account for Maya?
The
Should.
dog?
Yeah, because your school should provide everything. If my school can provide
Angelo?
it, your school should. Bro, Maya, not Maya, bro.
They might.
Well, so here's my question, by the way. So I have the responsibility of making the pipe that goes up, right?
Yeah.
And make simple walking animation.
Wait, I
I'm
thought that
not
was.
the artist.
Yeah, I thought that was the artist.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see now. Okay, so Brandon is on the same line as me. Let me go do that real quick. Okay,
Yeah,
there we go.
the doc might have been messed up. Yeah.
Okay, so Brandon should be the one drawing the pipe, because I'm not the artist. So I'll.
Yeah, you just need to make an object, like an empty object that goes up, and he'll like reskin it with his stuff.
Yeah, but I can
right?
do that super easily.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he's just drawing the stuff, and he says you'll be doing the actual implementation, I guess, or something. I don't know. And also, like, since you want it, like your whole focus is gameplay, so just once I guess I'm done with this, just edit the inspector and stuff to make it feel good, whatever feel good to you. But
This is not a course on C#, but if you want to understand what we're doing here beyond what I'm actually explaining here, you can take a course on C#, but this is just a quick script that I wanted to do to introduce you to C#. So here we're going to have our source, which will get component of the audio source.
Yeah, get component, and this is where you enter in. I guess. Well, wait. Do you edit the this in an inspector where you can put in a specific like file for the which will be the component that is gotten? Because like.
So if you have a serialized or public component, like variable, like let's say transform, audio source, light, yeah, you can edit that in the inspector. But get component is a method that you call on a game object to get a component or script from it.
So it automatically does that?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
As long as you have the game object, then you can get the component from it.
Get component gets component.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. There's not much you can really say there.
Get component gets component. that's so funny.
So this is where we're going to insert the actual sound of the kettle and automatically play it. And then we're going to write, what do we do once it's actually loaded inside of that script? So on trigger, enter. So basically, when we enter this specific area with a collider that will implement on the kettle, what do you do? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to take the source, which we declared here.
What did he just say?
With a collider that will implement on the kettle, what do you do?
Okay, so on trigger enter, it activates when a certain condition happens? Let me see this.
Want to do that?
It says on trigger enter, so I'm assuming it activates when something happens.
It activates when you enter a trigger collider.
Oh, so it's a specific kind of
three-dimensional trigger collider.
Trigger collider, so it touches something.
So specifically a trigger collider. So I put that on the player, and I have a script. You can actually look at it if you want to, called coin collector, I think, or player interaction. One of those two. I think player interactor. And I have a method on trigger enter. I check if that trigger belongs to a coin, and only if it belongs to a coin do I, mess with the coin itself.
Are you streaming this, or what do you mean? Look
No,
at
but I should have pushed the code.
Okay. Oh shoot! Before I make any changes, I should probably fix up this, and then wait. No, that got rid of VS Code. Hold up. Let me just X this, and then where is it? Git pull.
Wahoo, 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 wahoo.
Git pull. Where's the git pull? If I remember, it's just git pull, right? Git pull. Git pull. Here we go. A lot of stuff. Boom. And then now I've relaunched Unity. Boom. Platformer. Whoa. That that looks so much interesting. Also, by the way, these two boxes were just test stuff. I did not mean to keep that in there, but because apparently the pipe was supposed to be back here. I don't know if the image said it, but it's supposed to be back at spawn. That's why you're supposed to go back there. These are supposed to be just walls. A wall. This was just here. I don't know why I had two walls, but let me take a look. Coins, coin counter. So player interactor, PI. What does that mean? Player interactor, PI. Let me see.
Means the variable type is player interactor. The name is PI for player
Oh,
interactor.
so you titled it PI.
Yeah, I just title components 2 letters if I can, especially if they just
Gotcha.
belong to the game object itself.
To make it short and simple. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Game object, find game object with tag player. So you find the player, and then get component, player interactor. So basically, this just means the player interactor. Let's see. Find get object with tag player. So it finds a player, and then it gets a component that allows the player to interact with something.
Yep. And then I'd go look at the player interactor itself, because that should have your on trigger enter, if you want to look at how it's used.
On trigger enter 2D, and then
That's the one.
Yeah, collision. So as soon as it triggers, as soon as the player touches this thing, it collects it.
Yep.
Yeah, it destroys the object, which is the coin, and that's like coin collected. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, so I guess what I could just do for learning is just Unity C# functions. List this and find a way to make code with them, I guess. Because a lot of the code is self-explanatory. Is there list in all functions and commands? Wait, what? Script reference. Okay. Okay. What? What? I can't read. Wait, what? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Scripting API, I guess. Search scripting. What do you mean? Scripting. The search. Please wait. Buffering. Oh, cool. It has a reference of all the stuff. Okay, let's see if I can cook up. So what I need, move left and right, up, down, and uh, jump, jumping. Let's see. See what we got. I think. Okay, let me see this. I guess we also need to serialize all of this, right? Serialize reference. So, okay. Okay. Let me just VS Code Unity. Wait, do I have lunch? Yes. Also, I could just make this into Notepad, but we just keep it in VS Code. Even if Bryce pushes something, we can just copy the X out of it and it won't save and won't conflict. No, okay. Great. Script. Script. Okay. Whoa, that's not the type of script I was looking for. Boom. Delete. Uh, let's see. Import package. Create scripting. Mono behavior script. Just a script. Just please a script. What did I? What? There we go. Yeah. And then just it does. Okay. I digress. Oh, my foot fell asleep. Oh, on foot. There we go. Okay. Ow, ow, ow. My foot fell asleep. Okay, if I want to actually do stuff. Ow, ow, ow. Foot. Okay. Let's see. Where is the reference page? Serialize on whatever. Ow, 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 ow. We finished this video. Ow. Foot. Okay. Google Chrome is not responding. Buddy. Wait for the program to respond.
What the fuck?
Come on, program. Don't crash on me now. Oh no, Google Chrome. Well, Google Chrome is doing Google Chrome things. Tajay, don't give me your rant about why Firefox is better.
I don't need to. You were already thinking it.
I can't tell because I've never used Firefox.
Hmm. So basically, you're hating with that now. I see how it is.
I don't even know. I keep on hearing Opera GX. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
Firefox has got the AI
I can't
chatbots already built in.
I can't even judge it because I've never used it. So I'm only biased towards Google because that's the only thing. Like how I can't judge a game until I played it. Speaking of which, how was Pragmata? Well, this is freaking not responding. You know, what, I'm gonna
Wait,
pull up. I'm gonna pull up a video on C Sharp. Why is it mid? Why is it not a good game? I hear a lot of good things about it in the story and stuff. People are glazing it.
ugh. Oh, buddy.
You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Oh my gosh, is Unity also dead? Oh, Unity is not dead. It's only Google. So I guess we just keep writing code. I'm just gonna use my phone to actually look stuff up for YouTube. Okay, so basically all we really need is using Unity Edge. What is system collections? Hmm. What is system collections? A .NET containing classes for manipulating groups of objects. Okay. Oh, it just is a how the system collects stuff from the database that where it stores information, kind of basically. Okay, so I need to have this probably using system collections, I guess. Using system. Yo, it actually gives me the exact spelling of it. Dot collections. Boom. And then I guess we do the public, and then I know we have void from previous time. There's some void something. Oh, it does not do anything. So I'm assuming public class is something that's editable. I'm assuming I just want everything to be uh, seeable and editable by everything. Let me make sure that let me look at my notes. C sharp, boom, car. Mm-hmm. Why would you not want something public? Next question. So basically, if you don't want other stuff touching it, you don't want. I guess you don't want. I mean, technically, if we're doing a 2D platformer, I think movement speed and stuff should be public because depending on the terrain, we want that to change, right? I'm assuming.
Well, here's my question. If you step on ice and you say ice, if you touch the player, set the movement speed to 20. Well, now your movement speed is 20. So for the rest of the game, the player's going to be moving at 20 instead of what they were before.
Oh,
So you
you
should have
want
the movement speed private, and then you should have something like a movement speed modifier to be public, if that makes any sense, or friction.
So set variables that changes it once, but like things that edit things are gonna be public.
Pretty much, yeah. Things that you don't want changed ever, except by you. You want private.
Double private.
Although C# allows getters and setters, so it can get a little bit more confusing than that.
One changed. Interesting. Okay, let me see what else. The other functions. Let's see. What does float mean?
Floating point number.
Wow.
It means
Who
you
would've
can have
thought?
decimals, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what you asked. You asked what the fuck float means, dude.
No. I'm calling myself out for not knowing that. Not you.
Oh, no, you're good.
I was like, bruh. I'm so burger.
Become hot dog.
What does that even mean? I guess we want float values for every, like, all the movement speed and everything. Everything should be float because we want that to be as specific as possible, maybe.
Yeah, normally that's what I go with.
Float every value to be specific as possible down to decimal. This is stuff I learned in P. Anyways, let's see. Okay. Where is it? Where did that tab go? Oh, I went to private Safari. Okay. I really need to learn how to use a phone. All I know how to use is a computer. If only there was such a thing as a phone engineer, am I right? YouTube. You play the drum. Dun 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 dun. You know what the theme I was talking about? It's a famous drum line. I don't know if schools would allow it though. Da-da, 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 da-da. I really wanna expand on that. Let me play that real quick. I'm so bad. Da-na-na-na. Where did my functions go? Yeah, I kind of stagger some of my notes. Yeah, I'm so bad at piano. So for example, if I'm doing player controller, it would be just two vectors, right? Oh well, X and Y because there's no Z. Makes sense.
Yep.
So, okay. Two vectors 2D. Makes sense. Mm-hmm.
Wood. Mm. Dun, dun, dun.
Da, 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 da. Ow! Dropped my friggin' phone. So functions. Let me see. Where's my charger? Can't find my charger. This is gonna die. Oh, here it is, my second charger. Make sure my headset doesn't die. Where did my phone go now? What? There it is. It's on the floor. Okay. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Please stop lagging. Everything be lagging.
Dun, dun, dun.
Claw.
Dun, dun, dun.
What is
Dun, dun,
what? I
dun,
just realized
dun,
Luis
dun,
is yapping about some claws.
dun,
Okay.
dun. Mhm, mhm. Mhm, mhm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's great pause. Mhm, mhm. run everything up on my school, you know.
Jay, don't do that.
Deal searching, of course.
I'm not connected to the internet. What do you mean? Does not make sense.
What do students get? All right. Oh gosh, someone's got a whole spreadsheet. GitHub Premium, well, GitHub Pro.
What's the
Google One.
difference?
There I am. Perplexity, up to 24 months.
Jay, take advantage of everything.
Same thing. Perplexity, huh?
What's perplexity?
Another AI.
For what? What specializing?
Has a lot of the models it appears. It's trying to be a jack of all, it seems.
Okay. I don't know about an AI doing jack of all. That's a lot of data, trained data it's on. How much data did they use to train that?
Oh, it's just 50% off. Never mind.
Ajay, we could do that as a business expense in the summer if you really want to, but do we really need a bunch of AI?
Oh, you want to sit here and type everything out?
We only need AI for things that we don't have humans. That's why we don't need AI
Humans.
for music. I'm hoping. I
I mean-
really don't want to use AI for art. Okay,
And
that
AI
is.
I
I'm
mean,
never doing that.
Nano Banana, and Adobe aren't doing well. Adobe is using Nano Banana.
Bro,
Nano Banana is pretty
I
good.
refuse to use AI for art. Okay.
It's getting pretty good.
No, bro, just no.
65% off Adobe.
It's just weird. Okay, and also AI images always misspell words and stuff. Yeah, no, thank
Yeah,
you.
that's why you get it to make a base image and then you throw your words on it.
What you get it to make a base image and then you put it in Canva and then add some text boxes or something?
Sure, you can do that or Adobe.
I mean, I guess maybe they'll make
I
it
like Adobe.
easier, but
I like
for
Adobe
like
'cause I
character
can.
models, yeah, no. Good luck. Have fun. You're not.
What? It's all right.
What? Yeah, no.
It'll give you.
No.
It's as if it gives you the CSS. You still got to do all the actual stuff.
No. Like 3D modeling, you'll never get. No.
3D
No.
modeling.
No.
There's people out there with AI. Okay. There's people out there doing AI modeling social media accounts, and people are actually taking the bait.
People think that it's bro. It's so obvious when it's
Yeah.
an AI, bro. Those fake models and stuff, bro. No. I've seen
They're
them.
improving.
Okay, I've seen them.
They're
Don't
improving
ask
slightly.
why. Don't ask why.
Of
I've
course
seen
you
them.
have. I figured this.
What do you mean?
Like
Of
they're
course you
improving, of
have.
course.
What do you mean? Of course.
What is AWS? Amazon. I already got the Amazon thing. I can get educated. Some Amazon education.
My Wi-Fi adapter is disabled. What do you mean it's disabled?
Amazon education. Show me something. Can I use this account?
Wi-Fi driver is destroyed? What do you mean? My Wi-Fi driver is gone.
No cost for 6 months. Interesting.
We got to take advantage of everything free. That means less things I have to put on the spreadsheet for accounting.
Jeez.
Less work for me. You know? The more free stuff, less work for me. That's what I'm saying.
Ricky.
Why is my Wi-Fi?
Amazon.
My Wi-Fi.
Amazon.
My Wi-Fi adapter is cooked.
Tell it to adapt better. Go ahead and make me a copy of the spreadsheet.
Spreadsheet for what? What is he cooking now?
What's
All
available
the
to
free
students?
stuff? Yeah.
Maybe add some more when I see you. Amazon Prime, I already went through my free 6 months. Now it's only $6 a month. I suppose
So
that's a
my
lot cheaper
Wi-Fi
than
adapter is
usual.
missing from my other computer. So I have to download the Wi-Fi adapter on another computer and put it on a USB and then install it.
They get a free 1 month of premium LinkedIn, but free for as long as you're a student learning.
Yep, LinkedIn Learning is the go. That's why I learned Maya. That's why I learned, because I just do time
Unity
speed
Pro.
everything.
Interesting.
What is
Unreal
Unity
Engine.
Pro?
Blender.
Okay,
Word.
Blender's free. Blender is already free. What are you talking about?
You know. Envision.
Maybe if the school allows like assets, free assets for modeling and stuff. We
I see
always
the
take
Google
free.
one.
Take what we can
Google
get for
one's
free.
nice. Google literally is pretty good at making front end stuff.
Front end?
I can't
Like
trust
the
them in the
website
back.
stuff?
They got no back end and no.
Bro,
They got
back
no
end is
back end.
cooked. If you
They
don't
got no
trust
back end.
AI with some tokens and stuff, like the user tokens, your users
We'll
are
see
cooked
that.
if you use
Leak them a
AI for
little bit.
security. They will
A little
get leaked
leaky.
so hard you'd get hacked so easily.
What's wrong with a little leaking? Notion IQ. What is this? AI. Notion AI. What does it appear to be? Workflow. Of course. Figma. Never heard of it. Figma's coding? Word.
Yeah, Tajay, if you use AI for backend authentication tokens, if that gets leaked, your users are killed.
Well.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
The worst that can happen is your users are cooked. That's what the worst that can happen. That's why we're not trying to have that.
We'll all be cooked together.
No,
Canva
no,
Pro.
no. Security. We always need to have security. Why do you think I'm minor in computer science, cyber security, bro? I even have a book right next to me, cyber security. Yeah, no, we're not doing all that. We're not letting our users. We gotta treat our users like their family. And would you want your family to be exposed?
Sure.
Well, some people might. Some people might. They don't care about their family. But we don't want our family to be harmed. Okay?
They weren't there.
Bro. Calm down, bro.
Data science programming courses. Data Camp Premium. Not a bad idea. I like data.
I'm still gonna see, like, at some point, y'all are on break. I'm gonna see if, like, Connor can hook me up with, like, letting me slide in there for some
Introduction
motion capture.
SQL.
By that time, I'll be probably decent enough for some Wing Chun mocap. And maybe Othello Taekwondo. Teach me Taekwondo.
Oh, let's educate her instead.
Educate her.
It's a lot of courses. Sperm to a sperm. I can't believe this.
Creme de la creme. Okay. Probably we serialize a lot of stuff. So just a bunch of serialized field. What in the world? Wait, what is this? Wait, why when I say serialized field, it automatically shows up all this stuff? Huh?
Oh, yoga.
What? No, my water spilled. This is why you don't keep water open cap.
Hey, at least it didn't break. Apple Developer Program.
Water breaks?
Battle.
What do you mean water break?
Apple.
Tajay, calm down, bro.
What is Apple Developer? Probably need something with Apple Developer later on.
An Apple developer? Yes, we are trying to. Once we register our business, we can register for Apple development and we can use their thing. And I think we can do it for free, but it's much easier if we actually pay to be an Apple. Let's just do it for free, bro.
Free.
We get access to the code and resources, blah, blah, blah. We do it for free. But it's more easier if you pay like $100 or something bucks to be an actual Apple. Like, are we serious? So I'm assuming we're gonna serialize. Well, it already kind of helps me, right? With like field. Wait, it wants me to have serialized field in brackets. VS Code. Okay, whatever you say, VS Code. Let's put you in brackets. Serialized field. Oh, it's just like, let me go back to the notes. Why is that the case? Let me go back to my notes. The reason why that's the case is because, wait. Syntax. It's a syntax. It makes it like a function. A separate function, I guess. Tajay, you're bringing back middle school days. Okay.
My microwave sounds like a PlayStation 4 running Rivals.
What do you mean? What do you mean? So, like my computer.
Somewhat.
Private float. And yeah, I guess we want move speed to be changed. And then what is 5F? Why is it recommending 5F? What is F? Let me see this. Oh, okay. Apparently Google's still cooked, so we can't even do that. Yeah, I guess our first line of action for this controller is just serializing a bunch of fields that are private, I guess. So we can inspect everything. Yeah, so that like Bryce can actually like just edit however he wants. Um, so what is this F value? F value. Wait. What? What is the F value in move speed? For example, C#. What is F? It's a float. Wait, why don't you want it a double? Also, it's too much detail. So you just want float. Tajay? Oh, so float is a lower precision but faster for the memory. Float is 4 bytes of memory. Double is higher precision, slower speed. So we want the balance between not just integers but have some decimals, but we don't want it too precise that it takes up memory, RAM. Because if we have a lot of floats, I mean, if we have doubles, our RAM usage is gonna be cooked for the game. That's why that is. Okay. Okay. So F float. Right. F float. Not F means float. We want float, not 5, since what is it? Float is lower press, but faster speed, easier on RAM. 4 versus 8 bytes. How much bytes is a bit? How much bits is a byte? How much bits is a byte? Some basic questions that I should have already known, but I wasn't paid. 8 bits. We're writing this down in notes. Bytes, 8 bits equals 1 byte. You know, this is why I love learning anything, because I can just ask a question and it tailored to me. You use things like AI to ask questions when you don't have a professional or expert. You ask specific questions, not just get it to do stuff for you. You learn from it. Okay, let's see. 8 byte. Okay. Lock in. Equals, I guess we just, yeah. Float move speed. So what would we want move speed to be at first? I'm wondering. What is rigid body to be? RB. What does this even mean? What does bool mean? A bunch of gibberish, but we break it down. First, the first thing is jump force. What is jump force versus jump hold time versus jump hold force? Jump hold time versus jump hold force. Oh, tap jump versus hold jump. If you hold it, it's a lot higher. So it's not just a singular jump. Gotcha. How long is the player allowed to keep boosting the jump? So jump force, initial jump. Okay, let me write this down. Always write downs to remember things. Uh, Hello, Taja, are you there? Hello? Am I deaf? Are people speaking and I can't even hear them? 0.2. Keep boosting the jump. Jump force, initial jump. Okay. Okay. So jump hold time. How long player allowed to keep boosting jump. And then jump hold force. Seconds. Jump force continuously during jump hold time. Okay. What the heck just happened? Allows player to allows move speed to be editable. And then boom, no, brackets, no, there we go. Serialize field, private float. Move. Speed. I want it to be doubles, so 10F, I guess. Allows. Wait, what? Acceleration. Want acceleration. Acceleration allows. You know what? Acceleration to be edited double. Oh, I forgot to do the jump. I want to do jump. Jump. Serialize. Field. Private float.
Oh,
Jump force equals. What should the jump force be? I don't know how jump force is jump force. So let's just say 10F as well. You know what? Allows jump force to be editable. Boom. And then we want the what? Serialize field. What the heck is gravity scale? Tajay AFK. You watching the stream, Tajay? Tajay, we need to get our watch hours up. Is Tajay even there? He's dead. GG's. It's over. Oh, gravity scale just changes the gravity. I don't think we really need to do that, do we? Need to change the gravity scale? What? Private float gravity scale. Initial jump to be editable. Allows acceleration to be editable. That's self-explanatory. And then serialized field. As field. Jump hold time. Hey. Five F, I guess. Is how long the player can hold the jump button to increase. You know what? Goaded. Okay. Jump hold time and then how much force the jump holds. Serialize field. Private flow. Jump hold force equals 5F. What? You know what? Bryce will edit all these anyway. Bryce probably gonna crash out on me. You know what? The comments already say it. Okay. Changes how much more force applied when you hold jump. Field. We have a lot of serialized fields, huh? Boat deceleration plus 10F. Allows deceleration. Editable. Let's see what else we got. Serialize field. Gravity scale versus full gravity multiplier. Okay, so a bad much extra jump applied when hold. Base. No, only falling fast. Master fall. Sasha even speaking to me. No, he's done. Private float. Fall malt. Probably we want. How's how fast player falls to be editable. Why is this not C? Did I misspell serialize? What? Did not serialize. Bruh. It's a lot of lines of code. Serial. I can see now how this could take long, especially since I'm not the best typer. I'm glad I did the player controller because now I know how it feels to be a coder. Oh, I don't know the difference between programming and coding, honestly. I don't know. I can see now why if Bryce is only doing the coding, he'd get bored. Or it's probably because I'm tired. I need sleep. Yeah, this could take hours. I'm not even like I'm still on serializing. I still need to actually make it public and the public and private parts. Probably, I'm assuming. Probably have the private stuff. I think. What do I need to do? Private. I'm just gonna make everything private and editable, but uninspected. Oh well. so that no one can get mad at me for player controller being bad at the variables. I don't have to worry about editing that. Whoever wants to edit all the variables can do so, but it's not affected by what's it called? What's the difference between public and private again? Public isn't a serialized public private just public? Isn't a serialized the same thing? Oh, got you. So private things you won't want changed. Yeah, so basically this is only this script can touch, no other script touch. Visible inspect. Public. How about public? By other scripts and visible in inspect. So stuff that I don't want any other scripts to be able to touch by accident. Okay. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay, so let me see this. A lot of serializing and a lot of making private stuff. Serializing private stuff and then serializing, privating stuff. And stuff that so private output stuff and then void stuff that just that just executes, don't do nothing, and then probably yeah. So I got a wall jump stuff. And I want the double jump to be possible, right? That was the thing that I added. A little double jump. I was just dead. So, let's see. So we still need to do a lot of serialization. Let's see, it's 10 o'clock. So tired. We can continue this after beach trip tomorrow. And then, yeah. I'm so tired. What is Sergio doing over there? I'm so tired. Okay. Hold up. I'm gonna end the stream and then finish this a bit later when I wake up in the morning. So freaking tired.